Good evening, everyone, and here we are at Chicopee Lanes, AMF Chicopee Lanes in Chicopee, Massachusetts, and we're still in the round of 32. I wanted to jump on. Normally we don't start until the round of 16. I wanted to just to let you know we are broadcasting tonight. I know we're getting an awfully late start. We had a full squad at 9 o'clock. We had a lot of players at 12:30 as well. 190 entries here at AMF Chicopee for the Savage Arms Open, so we had a really nice turnout. And Carl Buckley's still up in the UK. How you doing, Carl? And I just wanted to bring you the end of the round of 32. We'll recap the matches really, really quickly for you. Our feature pairs are here on lanes 31 and 2 and 33 and 4. And on 31 and 2, here's Aaron Major striking. He's against Andrew Robitaille. Here on 33 and 4, this is Little John Williston rolling a 3-pin, it looks like. He's up against Alex Aguiar. We get some interesting names here. Robert Toth also in this match, and Robert is bowling Mr. Hot Hand on this pattern, Chris Soule. Chris Soule shot 296 over last night. He was high qualifier by over 100. Just a crazy performance with urethane, of course. We're on a 39-foot oil pattern. It's called the 2008 EBT German Championship. 22.5 mils, 4.5 to 1. And here's Alex shot. You can see he's pretty far outside. That gives him a triple. And it looks like Soule is going to give Robert Toth all he can handle. He's got 213 left. And Soule already pacing at a 2:28 pace. And Williston is also up against Robert Toth. Excuse me, no, it's Toth against Soule, I'm sorry. And Williston is up against Alex. And he's now going to watch Alex bowl on the right lane. Williston with a slow start, 2 out of 4 of his first opens, but now has come back with a 4-bagger, which puts him exactly even in the 7th frame, with Alex up plus 15 in that frame. So Alex 15 ahead in this match, looking good. And there's Soule with 6 in a row, so looking very strong there. Other matches just to our right, here's Frankie Kalka, looking like he's having a fairly easy time in his match. His opponent 187 out, and he's looking good for the 2-0s. So it looks like Kalka will advance. Here's Mr. 900, John Wilbur on 31 and 2. Lots of names here. Picking off a 3-6-10 spare. He is within 2 pins of his opponent, Anthony Fusco. And here's Alex. Rips the rack apart and extends his lead now to 25. Williston essentially must answer if he wants to have any chance in this match. Alex looking at a 2:25 pace, and Little John can go out for 2:30. This is right here in front of us on 33 and 4. So Bruce Hall here with you on a beautiful evening. And again, really good turnout. Consider how beautiful the weather was. Really happy with our 190 entries here at Chicopee. We had 48 qualifiers, 20 seniors, 15 super seniors, 23 women. The cuts were fairly consistent. I mean, by that I mean last night it was a tie at 10:47, the cut. Today at 12:30, again the cut was 10:47, and at 9 a.m. the cut was 10:29. So certainly not super high scoring unless you're Chris Soule or a couple select others. And a lot of times you'd see people have big games and then move to other pairs and have lower games. So very, very dependent pair to pair. On this pattern, unless of course you're Chris Soule, in which case you strike again. And Soule's going to go now 250 out. He's got right now he's in the 240. So Soule continuing where he left off with this blistering pace of that qualifying. So I'm telling you, we're in the round of 32. I'll pick Soule right now for at least to make the title match. He seemed to be impervious to changes in lanes, to dry, wet. I crossed with him. I was carving it up on the outside for him. It didn't matter. He just continued to just strike at will on this pattern. So anyway, that's kind of the story. We will get back with you more officially the next round. We'll get through all the matches. And I know Mr. Forey is still bowling, and let's see if we can see how he's doing to see if I'm going to get a broadcast partner or not. Forey actually looking at, let's see, 173. Forey looking at 210, and his opponent can go out for 212. So Forey looking good. 2 doubles, no opens, and he's up right now on lane 29. And let's see how he does on this shot. And he's through the beak for a 3-6-10. Meanwhile, John Wilbur striking on 32 and doing well there. And I'll watch the rest of these matches. And here's a interesting match here on on 37 and 8. We had a bowler double in the 10th. He had 192. He needed a strike for 222. His opponent's up for 221, and he went super washout for 5 to lose. I'm trying to see who the actual bowlers were, but I didn't quite catch who exactly it was in that pair. But very close match there, and we'll see how we move forward there in that pair. Here's actually Tom Coco up now in that pair in 37 and 8, and Coco looking at a 209 pace, bowling against Matt Fazone, 2 lefties on 37 and 8. And Matt is at a 210 pace. So huge shot here for Fazone. You'll see that on the right of your screen. He's up on 37. Meanwhile, Williston keeps it going, and he can get out for 230. He's got 220 right now. And Fazone strikes in the 10th to seal that match. And that's going to take care of it, even though Coco is going to shoot 2-0 or 2-10. It's not going to be enough. And here's Williston. Got that one way right. And he's going to wind up, I think, 219 with the spare there. Yep, 219, 2050, 80, 2-0. So Alex will need a mark here on lane 33. So any mark, and Alex Aguiar will advance. Meanwhile, Sol closes out at ho-hum 240 game. Again, that's the kind of look he has. He's bowling at a different pattern than everyone else in the building. Just looking really strong. Andrew Robitaille here now looks like he's got the open, and that's going to give Aaron Major. He didn't have the open yet, but he did go through the opposite side baby split. He's going to be in the 150s, unfortunately, and Aaron Major is going to win in a walk in that match. And now let's see what Fusco can do against John Wilbur as we close out those pairs. And here's Alex. Any comments on the sound? Everything coming across okay? I know it's late. Just any feedback. Seeing a bunch of people signing on. Good to see everybody tonight. Settle back as you wait for the Celtics game to come on. Those of us here in New England. I think we're going to overlap a little bit with that game, unfortunately. I think that starts at 8 o'clock. And I'm pretty sure we'll still be on the air by then, and we will see. Kevin Dingham, thanks for the feedback. Appreciate that. Things sounding good. And once again, our trusty Mevo here on the cap between lanes 32 and 33, bringing us those 4 lanes. And let's see, Kalka in a victory lap here. And Alex does make the spare that he needed to win. He did need to clear that. He did need to make that 10-pin, and he does make it. So Alex moves on. And there's Anthony Fusco on a double against Wilbur. Low-scoring match here, 183 pace for Wilbur. Anthony Fusco now with that double puts him on a 191 pace. But here's Wilbur to try to, and he crosses over, and kind of an unlucky Brooklyn, if there is such a thing. He leaves a 10-pin, and now the best that John Wilbur can do is 193, which would make Fusco get some other double here sometime. So if Fusco gets this one, he will be pacing. He will only need a mark in the 10th to beat John Wilbur. And there's a nice soft shot up the lane, through the beak though. you see there's not a lot of hold on this pattern. Fairly short, 22.5 mils, 39 feet. So you just don't see balls that are left of target lay off really at all. The ball just reads and goes. You're better off. You're hello, Sonia West. How are you? You're better off going away from it. But then, of course, there's a sluggish return, so you might not see the ball back. See a lot of 210 splits, 2/810s, washouts, super washouts, things like that. So it's a very tricky pattern. We saw a lot of urethane because we saw it have low volume, 22.5 mils. And I think it's going to be very interesting down the stretch to see, who are the guys that were able to line up and overcome this oil pattern. So Fusco now does not double. So Wilbur can get up and put some pressure on him. And basically whatever Wilbur does in the 10th and Fusco must also do, he almost chops the 610 but does not. So Fusco now with a 6-pin lead on paper over John Wilbur as they move into the 10th. And this will be the end of the first match. Andrew Robitaille, unfortunately, has already been shut out in his match. And now we will see, we'll wait for the Wilbur shot. We'll see Aaron Major finish off here. Winner of the non-champs, of course, this year. So Aaron Major, NEBA titleist as of now. So congratulations to him. And in case you're asking, I made the cut last night. I was second behind Chris Soule, but I was second by 221 pins, even though I was second on the squad. And I missed the bye by 3 spots and unfortunately lost my first match to Peter Fox, who bowled a really good game against me. And I don't know what Peter did this last game. We'll have to see. I think he was up against Kevin Tebow. So let's see if Peter is still in, or I can't tell if he's changed his shoes or not, but we will find out next round. Again, a lot of, as usual, a lot of great NEBA talent here, a lot of great young talent coming up through the ranks, and a really nice turnout here in Chicopee. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to watch this Wilbur match wrap up. Then we're going to sign off, and we will have 4 more rounds of coverage for you. Maybe put us on your computer screen while you turn on the Celtics, and we can make our way through the night together here and see how we do. And here's Aaron Major. There's a fireballer, 214 winner over Andrew Robitaille. He will move on. And again, we'll have all the matches for you. It'll be the round of 16 coming up next, and we will have only one bowler on a lane, 2 on a pair coming up after this. And I believe Mr. Forey is still in, so you may hear just my voice going forward. I thought I saw Randy Hagemoser floating around. If he's still here, he may corral him onto the mic. Otherwise, you might just be stuck with me for the next round anyways, depending on how deep Mr. Forey can get in this tournament. So we'll see how we do. Okay, here we go. 6-pin lead for Anthony Fusco. He's up in the 10th. Whatever Wilbur does, he must do, obviously. And Wilbur's going to be looking to make up essentially a mark here in the 10th. So here's Fusco. Now there's that. Got that one to lay off. Blows the rack. And now John Wilbur must double to have any chance in this match. So here's his first shot. And we need Bill Webb to move a little bit so we can see. And he doesn't know that, but I will call it for you. And John Wilbur comes up to the pocket. It rolls up beautifully and leaves him a smoking 710 in the pocket. So no luck for John. And maybe I'll corral John onto the live stream here, guys. Let's see what we do. And unfortunately, John made the shot he had to make, and it did not cooperate for him. So that's going to be Anthony Fusco's match to move on. And again, we'll be back with the round of 16, then 8, then 4, then 2. 4 more rounds of action for you here at AMF Chicopee. Thanks to Megan Haas, the manager here. Congratulations to Braden Brogan, who won our youth event yesterday. Braden won in dominant style. He was high qualifier and won all his matches, 3 matches to dominate. And we have a very interesting match coming up for the winner of this tournament against Braden for what is so far raised $750 in prize money. So we'll see how we do. So very good there. So, okay, we're going to wrap it up here, guys, and we'll be right back for the round of 32. Give us about 5 minutes or so. See ya.